Stuffle Community Day is this weekend, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are wondering, is BEWEAR even going to be a meta-relevant Pokemon in Pokemon Go? We already talked about its potential in a video earlier in the month, but now we actually know the moveset, so let's go through, is BEWEAR any good in Pokemon Go? So BEWEAR is a normal and fighting type Pokemon, has a base attack of 226, stamina of 260, and defense of 141, with a max DP at level 50 of 3,524. So currently in the code, the fast moves BEWEAR can learn are Tackle, Low Kick, and Shadow Claw. And for charge moves, Superpower, Payback, Stomp, and then of course, Drain Punch, which is going to be a move it's going to be getting during the community day. Note this moveset is completely subject to change since this is all just in the data files, but this is what's predicted to be coming. Now we already talked about BEWEAR as a raid attacker in the other video, but we'll run through it quick. The best fighting moveset BEWEAR can learn is going to be Low Kick and Superpower with a DPS of 13.899 and a TDO of 412. Honestly, it's not going to be a good fighting type raid attacker, not a good Pokemon for raids. You can see some Pokemon like Shadow Machamp having a DPS of like 19.65, and even some more budget fighting type raid attackers have higher DPSs like Breloom with a DPS of 16.572. BEWEAR is not good for raids, but let's check out this spicy moveset in PvP. So I have here 3 BEWEARs loaded up. So lucky it got Shadow Claw, so that's going to be the fast move you're going to run, but then you're going to run Superpower and one of 3 moves. Stomp, Payback, or Drain Punch are the 3 moves to go for. By the way, anyone unfamiliar with the move Stomp, since there's not a lot of Pokemon who get it, the move does 55 damage and takes 40 energy. If you compare that to another strong normal type move like Body Slam that does 60 damage and 35 energy, Body Slam is going to be way better than it. It has the exact same stats as all the punches. So Fire Punch, 55 damage, 40 energy. So it's statistically the same. It's just the normal version of all the elemental punches. So taking a look at these BEWEARs against the meta, we have the 3 of them here. As you can see, the best moveset is going to be the Shadow Claw Superpower Stomp, having a 72 to 27.9% win rate against the Open Great League. The next best will be with the Payback, and the third best will be with the Drain Punch, but the most important thing to look at is how does it do against the meta. Here we have the meta scorecard. If you don't know how this works, anytime there's an X, it means BEWEAR wins a matchup. And by the way, going from left to right here, that's going to be the one on the left is going to be with Stomp, Payback, and then finally it's going to have Drain Punch. Now all 3 of these BEWEARs are actually pretty good. They all take wins against Trevenant, Walrein, and G-Fisk, which are very strong meta picks, as well as Lickitung and Bastiodon. 2 of them can win against the Sableye, 2 of them can win against the Swampert, 1 of them beats the Registeel. And all in all, it doesn't seem like the worst Pokemon for the Great League. By the looks of this though, it doesn't seem meta defining. It's just going to be a nice pick to have. Also note that this is just in the one shield scenario, so this is not going to account for every single scenario. And since BEWEAR does have Superpower, you do have to play it correctly, since every time you throw a Superpower, you are getting debuffed. Now let's take a look at it in the Ultra League. Looking at its cards again, you can see that the BEWEARs are not going to do as well. They're still going to have the exact same order, with the Stomp one doing the best, then the Payback one, then the Drain Punch one. Now taking a look at it here against the meta, it doesn't look as great in the Ultra League. The Shadow Claw is nice to kind of counter Pokemon like Trevenant, Giratina, and any of these ghost type Pokemon. The only thing I will point out here is that all these circles are not the filled in circles. When it's the filled in circles, it loses hard, but any of these non-filled in circles means they only loses a bit in that matchup, meaning BEWEAR can potentially flip some of these matchups and have a lot of wins in the Ultra League. Finally, the Master League, probably where it'll be the worst just because of so many strong high stat Pokemon up there. As you can see, the only Pokemon it's really beating is Dialga, which is kind of big, Mamoswine, Excadrill, Walrein, and Avalugg. Honestly, I don't really ever see Avaluggs in there. Walreins, they're pretty common. You can grab one for the Master League, but I think I would stick to the Ultra League and Great League for it. So yeah, BEWEAR actually looks decent for the Great and the Ultra League in Pokemon Go. We're so happy it got Shadow Claw and Superpower, like 2 very, very strong PvP moves. Now, last thing I want to go through here is going to be Drain Punch and the future potential of the move Drain Punch. I don't think Drain Punch is a very good move to run on BEWEAR just because it is not very defensive heavy Pokemon. It's more attack weighted. So by the time you get a Drain Punch off, you already lost pretty much all your health. I think Drain Punch is the best on bulkier Pokemon because you can increase that bulk even more. If you don't know, by the way, Drain Punch does add a defense stage to a Pokemon every time you use it. I looked at all the Pokemon that can learn Drain Punch. I think the best Mons that are going to get Drain Punch, if they ever do, would be Pokemon like Regirock, Togekiss, Reuniclus, which is like doesn't have a good moveset yet, but if it gets a move update and gets Drain Punch, could be really good. And Uxie as well, which also needs a move update, but all these bulkier Pokemon, and there's other ones too, are going to be the best. And if Regirock gets Drain Punch, I think it has a lot of potential because Regirock is already a pretty bulky Mon, and having a bait move, that would just be insane. So yeah, that's BEWEAR in Pokemon Go. Definitely go ahead, grab yourself one for the Great League and in the Ultra League. Good luck during Community Day, guys, and stay tuned for my tips video dropping on Friday, the day before Community Day, so you guys can be prepped and ready for this event and follow our tips on. Peace.